know you guys want me to talk about Tank Davis and his team allegedly turning down $20 million. They ain't really no alleged to it. They did. They did. I know for a fact they did. But at the end of the day, that's boxing for you. Like I said, Leonard Ellaby is full of shit. At the end of the day, this is just what he does. This is just a strategy to try to devalue the fight because they didn't want the fight. That's why I talk about the times isn't right now. Like I said, man, Leonard Ellaby is full of shit. It just come down to the same old thing, the same old gimmick. They just don't want to fight black fighters. They sit up there and say, "Oh, Tank is this, he's that, he's this side, he's that side," but he don't want to fight anybody that can pose a challenge to him. And that's just pretty much it. That's just his team. That's Leonard Ellaby. That's Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, all those type of dudes. Tank told on himself earlier today. So there was a phone call. There was a offer. 20 million up front. Probably with the pay-per-view sales and everything. And if it does well, it would probably be like $40 million. But at the end of the day, it just comes to control and all that kind of stuff, and dictation, and then to a little, and then hesitation. Baumgartner can fight. I'm gonna talk about Bill in the next video, but let me get this out the way. Let me get this out the way. But anyway, Jake Paul, for what it's worth, fought a actual fighter, and Jake Paul got a first round knockout. He hit him with an uppercut, and pretty much that ended the fight. Um, Jake Paul, whatever you think of him, I mean, we just gonna have to accept the fact that Jake Paul is gonna be here for a while. This is not going to go away anytime soon. Jake Paul says he plans on taking his boxing very seriously. Now, the funny thing is, he says he's taking the fighting stuff like more serious. But I looked at Jake Paul, and Jake Paul was kind of, pudgy a little bit. He was kind of, he wasn't cut like how he usually is. He's not cut to the T, but you seen him a little meatier than he usually is. But he got the knockout. At the end of the day, I'll play this game for now. But most of us already know what's up with Jake Paul. We already know what's up with his fights. No need to say what's up with his fights, because I think many of us know what's going on with him. He says he has a quest to become champion, and he says he's not going to be satisfied till he achieves that gold. But I'm I just looked at that fight and just seen how it ended, and I'm just like, okay. But like I said, I will play his game for right now. But many of us see what's going on with Jake Paul. We've been seeing what's going on with Jake Paul. So um, keep in mind, he fights at cruiserweight slash heavyweight. Depending on what sanctioning body will view him as a heavyweight or what is it, super cruiserweight now, according to the WBC and the WBA, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, but just watching him, you just get a kick out of it, and you still just look and you see him and his brother Logan, and you just look at them two in a boxing ring, and you just be like, how did this happen? How did we let this happen? How did we allow this to happen? Why are they here? And where did they come from? Well, we know where they both came from. Jake Paul is a content creator who used to do Disney stuff. Jake, I mean Logan, was a content creator. Logan at one time, he was one of the most popular YouTubers out there. You know, he used to make a ton of money and, you know, doing YouTube, and then you know, the well ran dry when basically he put out content that was deemed offensive. So, you know, YouTube shut him down, but you got to give them credit. They reinvented themselves and on the boxing. You know I can't. You know I can't speak on that, man. You know I can't say that word on here. But I mean, you know I can't say that word. But I'm not. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say you're lying. I'm not gonna say you're delusional. I think. I mean, I. Oh man. You know, there's a old saying. They say boxing is a business, but boxing is also a storyline too, and it's looking more and more with Jake Paul that his fights seem to have a storyline to it. Get catch my drift. A script, storyline, lights, cameras, action, take, cut. That's a wrap. So so I just I'm gonna just leave that alone. I'm gonna leave the Jake Paul thing alone. But you know, he got the knockout in the first round. But he says he got an announcement coming up. He said he got an announcement coming up next week. This particular venue that he used in Orlando, Florida, I think he has some kind of deal where he's gonna have his next few fights at this place. It seems to me he's downgraded, you know, from fighting in full fledged arenas to fighting in basically casino halls. That was a very large, looked like a very large conference room that he fought in. But you know, hey, but we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. So all I can say is I'm not gonna say I look forward to Jake Paul's next fight, but I'm I stayed true to my word. I said if I wasn't gonna cover a Jake Paul fight till he fought an actual fighter, he fought a fighter that was 10-1. You know, so I'll leave him alone for now. Now, keep in mind they sent me credentials to go cover that fight, and I just declined. This was like, God, no, no, 1,000 times no. They was sending me information, his PR people. Now, what I will do is I'll see can I get an interview with Jake Paul. I'll be cordial. I'm not gonna disrespect Jake Paul. I'll see can I get an interview with Jake Paul. I have his contact number, so I'll see can I get an interview with Jake Paul. Hey, LV, um, maybe I'll let you interview Jake Paul. I'll maybe I'll let LB interview Jake Paul because like I said, I got his people's number. They be sending me stuff because I could have went and covered this fight, but Florida just got such unpredictable weather. It's just like you just didn't want to take no chance. And plus, I'm not. I was, what's the oh man, I just I'm gonna let LV. What's up, Kelly? But um, I'm just trying not to laugh because I'm trying to be serious. But then just knowing what I know about, but yeah, I'm probably gonna contact Jake Paul's people probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna see can I set up an interview with him. But I'm gonna let LV do the interview. LV, you gonna have to do the interview with Jake Paul. Oh, oh man, uh, oh man. so, so I'm just, but in anyway, I mean, as Jake Paul continues his journey, his quest to become a champion, that's what he's saying. Um, like I said before, I'm a man of my word, and I will cover Jake Paul's fights as long as he fights actual fighters. But just looking what I just saw like about 20 minutes ago, I mean, listen, and the dude that did the interview, he kind of tried to take a little swipe. He said, "Well, you handpicked this dude. Nobody heard of the dude until you decided to fight him." So dude was kind of taking a shot. I forgot what the dude's name is, but he was kind of taking a jab at Jake. But I laugh at Jake Paul and his brother how they just overly celebrate. He said, "What we gonna say now?" So, all right, Jake. Like I said, I'll play this game for now. I'll play this game for now. My lips are sealed. So I'm gonna call Jake Paul's people tomorrow. Maybe, yeah, tomorrow. I'm gonna call it tomorrow, and I'm gonna see can I get an interview with Jake Paul, and we'll just take it from there. No telling what's gonna be said, but I'll call his people because they've been contacting me, but I chose not to go to that fight. You know, so there you have it. So let me regroup. I'm definitely gonna talk about um Tank turning down $20 million to fight Devin Haney. This is just textbook with the PBC. At the end of the day, if they can control the narrative, it's all good at the expense of trying to demean their opponents. And that's all Leonard Ellaby was trying to do. And them saying that the pay-per-view did 50,000, that's a lie. It did way more than 50,000. So what do 50,000 pay-per-views have to do with you turning down $20 million up front? Plus back end money. At this at this point, I wouldn't even take Leonard Ellaby serious because this is what he does. He always sit up there and say, "Oh, well, I heard this did that and did that. Oh, it's all about Tank and certain things have to happen and certain things gonna happen." Listen, at the end of the day, that A side stuff only gets you so far. This is Tank's first fight with Ryan Garcia that hit 1 million. Because I can show you Tank's pay-per-views number before that fight. And like I said, all the other sources said that the fight Devin Haney versus Regis did between 150 and 250,000. But then Leonard Ellaby is the dude that has the actual numbers. You have to understand he have a vested interest. And for them, you can't sit up there and let it be known that that fight did good and that it sold this amount of tickets by, you know, what you have to do is you have to try to demean it. You have to try to, you know, you have to like try to wave it off like it didn't mean anything when it did. They were fearful of the fact that Devin sold very well and he did decent numbers. And he didn't cut out it. He said he heard. He always talked about. So there you have it. What about Blue? I just saw Blue Blood last week. We all was at the fight and stuff, so I had my credentials and all that stuff. And by the way, shout out to Bill because he made sure, I got put in a good section of the media area. So shout out to Bill. But yeah, but like I said, let me reset and I'll be back with more.